Hi, good morning. A Monday morning, start of a new week, and I thought I would just quickly pop in just for 2 or 3 minutes, just to give you an idea of how I get myself set up for the day. Obviously, I am a homeschooling mom, so I've got 3 daughters to sort out work for, as well as run a business. So one of the questions I always get asked is how I actually organise my day. How do I try and get everything done? And I just want to give a little bit of a caveat that I spin lots of plates. And most of the time, they stay spinning. But sometimes shit happens, it just happens. So I thought I would just give you an idea of how I organise myself and how most of the time it all works out. You always do, fingers crossed. But, as I say, things happen. And, when these things do happen, it's so important to, not beat yourself up about it, because it happens. There's no point in doing it. It's a wasted exercise. It's a case of just, have a look. What happened? Why did it happen? Is there anything that you can do differently? Is there anything you can learn from to try and stop it happening again, for example? And then, just move on. Don't let it affect the rest of your day, the rest of your week, or anything like that. Tomorrow's a new day. So it's really important just to acknowledge what's happened, but then just move on. And that's what happens. So the first thing I want to talk about is, and you've heard me talk about this lots and lots and lots, and it's because it works, is a brain dump. So how I get myself set up for the day is I've done my brain dump, and so I've got downloaded everything, and this is a regular thing that I do. I can't think how, but it's a regular list, and as soon as new things come up, I update the list and take it from there. So I've got my brain dump, and what I've done is, obviously I've got my prioritised list of tasks that I want to be doing. So I know what is my top priority. This is the money-making stuff, or this is the stuff that will help me move towards my goals. Then the second priority is the stuff that will help me achieve those goals, and if I've got time to get it done. So that's my prioritised list. And then what I do is I just spent, especially on a Monday morning, I spend just 10 minutes on a Sunday just planning out what I want to do for the rest of the week. And I've got that prioritised list of tasks, and what I do is I break that down into 5, 10 and 30-minute tasks, so that I know no matter how much time I've got available, I can just quickly go through that list and tick, 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 tick. So, for example, tonight, or this afternoon, swimming lessons start back up again for my 8-year-old. So I'm not sure at the moment if I can watch. So it might be that I will have 20 minutes sat in the car. So I could do a little bit of work. At martial arts tonight, there are 2 classes. So I've got an hour and a half of work that I can be doing. So I've set out what I want to do. Okay, so it doesn't have to take forever. It doesn't have to take you lots and lots and lots and lots of time. It doesn't have to stress you out. It's a 10-minute job. And it's a 10-minute job you're going to be doing whilst you're doing something else. Okay, so that's from a work point of view, is how I get myself set up for the day. And again, what we'll do is tonight, I'll just quickly review my list. And okay, has anything come up during the day that I need to make sure that I do something tomorrow? Do I need to adjust my plans? Does anything need to change? Has something happened, or has, as I say, anything come up? So it's like I actually know just quickly this morning that I need to do a couple of graphics. I need to come up with a couple of little things. So that'll be on the list later today or tomorrow. Not a biggie. So that is what I do. And then from a homeschooling point of view, from a home ed point of view, what I do is I have a weekly calendar. I haven't got it in here, so I can't show you. It's in the living room, which is where our sort of home ed area is. We've got a table, and we can just sit down and we can do stuff. We've got more room in there. So in there, it's broken down, especially for the younger two, because the eldest can, she can focus on other stuff. It's easier. So basically what happens is it's broken into morning and afternoon activities, and it's just a very loose sort of calendar. So it's not set in stone. It's, for example, it might be, so it could be, right, I want to do phonics with the youngest one, with Ripley. At the end of the day, she's only just, if she went to school, she'd be in reception, so it's play for her. So it might be, I want to do some phonics. And then for 8-year-old Kenzie, it could be that I want to do some maths with her, or a little bit of reading, for example. And then on the afternoon, it's things like, so it's topic work. Sorry, it's only a new calendar, so I've got to try and remember. So it's topic work, or it's maths games. That's it. It's very loose, because believe it or not, by doing just topic work or maths games, we cover a lot of things. Okay, so we cover English, we cover obviously maths, especially for the topic work. We cover, it could be history, it could be geography, it could be science, it could be art, it could be languages, it could be ICT, things like that. And then one thing that we used to do it at the beginning of our home ed journey back in 2016, on a Friday, which we used to call Crafty Friday, and it was really good, and that's what I've brought back in again. So every Friday, all we're going to do is, especially on the afternoon, it's going to be something dedicated to arts, craft, something like that, and then also science, but more experiments. So we have a box subscription for it's called Curiosity Box. I don't know if you've come across it. It's really good. And we have, I think it's about 4 or 5 experiments that sort of come in the box, and we'll take however many of those and we'll just do them. Some of the previous experiments have included wee diagnosis, so it was actually looking at all the kidney functions, things like that. It was really good. It's looked at slime. I'm trying to think, I can't remember some of the other ones, but it's really good. So we'll do some science experiments. I have some previous birthday or Christmas presents we've bought the girls. There's crystals growing kits, so we'll grow some crystals. We will look at what other experiments that we can do. One of the really simple experiments that the 8-year-old wants to do, Kenzie, is just with a microscope looking at the germs and like the spores on food. So it's a very simple experiment. Just get a piece of bread, and you leave it out, you do certain things to it, and you see the different results. So it's very simple things like that, and that's what we do. That's on our calendar, so we all know in advance what we're going to be doing. Obviously, if things come up, once our groups start back up and our activities start back up, because obviously a lot of those are still not happening because of obviously COVID and things like that, then the calendar will change slightly, and that's fine. Doesn't matter. It's how we want to do it. Okay. And then because I have this loose calendar, it actually helps to focus me a little bit more, and it takes away some of the overwhelm, because we all have wobbles a little bit. Even though this is our 5th year doing this, I still have wobbles. But because I've got that loose idea of what I want to cover, I know what work I need to get out. And again, I just spent, it was actually half an hour yesterday, getting all the work, excuse me, that I needed. So it was, what workbooks do I need? What worksheets do I need to print off? Is there any tools that I need to get out, or accessories? So for example, certain maths work, it might be that you have to have particular equipment. It might be that we need some dice. It might be we need some shapes if we're looking at 3D shapes. It could be that we need, I'm just trying to think, counters or building blocks, money. What do we need? So I spent, as I say, it was about 25-30 minutes yesterday coming up with what we needed to do. And if something changes, which it has already, but that's fine, this can then just be added on to later or to tomorrow. So it's very simple things that I do, because again, I don't see the point in creating some sort of massive plan that becomes so overwhelming on its own. It's simple things, and it's what works for you. So from a business point of view, I have different sheets. So I have, I'll just quickly show you. So it's like a schedule of activity, and every day it's broken down and what I want to be doing. From a social media point of view, what do I need to focus on each day? I have a calendar of blog posts. So what blog post do I want to be going out each week? Plan it out, because then if it's there in black and white, okay, that's it. I have my diary. If there's any work, any deadlines, it's in there. Okay, so it's like, you know, even my newsletter is in there, so that it just prompts me, I need to write that. Okay, so it's very simple things. Don't complicate it. Do what works for you, because remember, what works for me might not work for you. You might be somebody that has to have structure, which means that everything has to be scheduled into your diary or into your planner. Okay? You might be somebody who hates structure and prefers to go with the flow a little bit. I'm a combination of the two. I have to have certain things written down in the diary just to prompt me, but then it's not set in stone. Okay? That's what works for me. I have to have a little bit of flexibility, because things change very easily for me. Because obviously if something happens with the girls, you know, I don't have that 9:30 till 2:30, 3 o'clock time frame. So I have to be a little bit more flexible, but that's fine. So as I say, think about things that work for you. Don't complicate it. And, you know, my favourite saying, it's your business, your rules. Planning is included in that. Okay, you know, with your business, you want to be able to enjoy it. It shouldn't be, it shouldn't make you feel, it shouldn't do that. So do what works for you, even from a planning point. How you run your business, do it what works for you. Okay, so just as I say, a very quick stopping in just to let you know how I get myself set up for the day. I've got my list of things that I need to be doing today, and that's it. So I hope you have a fantastic Monday, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.